CNG for two-wheelers. That's interesting, of course. Rajeev Mathur now joins in, MD of Mahanagar Gas. Mr. Mathur, good morning. Is there enough research in place to show that it will be a successful product, CNG for two-wheelers?
Very good morning to you. We are quite confident, that the two-wheeler that will run on CNG will create a pollution-free environment in the city of Mumbai. And it's our belief that, the 100 scooters that we have launched on CNG will prove this point for the people of Mumbai.
But did you hear from the government? Is there any move to shift a large number of Mumbai vehicles to CNG, at least taxis, for instance, like they did in Delhi?
Well, on the economic front itself, all the taxis, the Kali Pili taxis that are in Mumbai today, they run on CNG. And a lot of fleet operators, a lot of people who are running personal taxis now under Uber and Ola, etc., they are also willing to convert their vehicles on CNG. Because of the economics itself and because the fuel is a very, very eco-friendly one, all these factors contribute towards the popularity of this fuel.
So what about the volume growth? Because over there, things have been very sluggish. I mean, in the quarter gone by, your volume growth in CNG was barely 4% compared to 8% in the previous quarter. So it has been falling. Do you see a pickup in the second half of the year?
Well, it depends on the economic activity and the ability of people to use their personal vehicles. Also, it depends on how much people are willing to spend on transportation, etc. So there are a lot of factors which come into the play. But you are right, the growth has been 4 to 5%. And once the economy picks up, I'm sure the volume numbers would also grow.
What's the revenue breakup, sir, in terms of vehicular income, piped natural gas, that is residential money, and industrial use?
So roughly 70% of our revenue comes from transport sector, which is CNG, and the rest 30 comes from PNG, industrial and commercial. Roughly 50-50, one-third each, you can say.
And this 70% fellow is showing adequate growth. What kind of revenue projections for FY18?
Well, as I said, the volume numbers are growing by 4 to 5%. Okay. And if the two-wheeler segment, for example, which is a new segment altogether, picks up, these numbers would only look up,
Okay. Mr. Mathur, right now it's the Goldilocks scenario for companies like yours. Crude prices are going up, petrol, diesel prices are going up, but gas prices are actually coming down. Do you see this year to be the best for your company in terms of numbers?
Well, if the pricing scenario remains as you projected, we feel that the financial numbers would be should be robust, going forward.
Okay. So, just to come to that earlier point we were making about the low volumes, that's because the vehicle conversion to CNG has been pretty low. You were talking about how some of these aggregators like Ola and Uber will now start to shift to CNG as well. What do you see as the vehicle conversion rate, say, over the next 3 to 6 months?
So we've been doing about 4,000 to 5,000 vehicles every month, and our belief is if the alternate fuel prices look up or firm up, then the conversion rates would go up. It is for the automobile manufacturers, the vehicle variants that are available in the market. If more such variants are offered by the manufacturers, I'm sure more people will come forward to use this.
Okay.
Half the vehicles today are, sorry.
No, please go ahead,
Half of them are factory fitted. Half of them are factory fitted. The rest are all retrofitted. So if more factory fitted variants come, the economics will be much more favorable, and people will have a choice, and they will naturally go in for a better choice with low operating costs,
Okay. My final question, you all did exceptionally well on your margins last quarter, rising to 28%. Maintainable?
Well, as things remain as they are, we should be able to maintain our numbers going forward.
Okay. You just launched these CNG for two-wheelers in Mumbai. Any other geographies where you plan to expand to? And you said you launched 100 scooters now. So over the next 3 to 6 months, what is the pipeline looking like?
Well, see, our job is to make the fuel available, make awareness amongst people, tell the manufacturers and others that look, produce these kind of variants so that people can use these. And we are looking at, we've already got a feedback that almost 1,000 people have opted for scooters in the last 2 days already. And therefore, we believe that more and more people will come forward to use two-wheelers. We are going to expand it to Thane and adjoining municipalities in Raigad district going forward in the next couple of months.
All
So
right.
you may see a lot of new scooters on CNG, going forward.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much, Mr. Mathur, for joining us with your thoughts.